Robert Dubois from DreamPod 9 here at Gen Con, and he was just showing me the Perfect Storm, which has been out from Heavy Gear. It's a new style of book.
New layout style that we brought out last November. Yeah, we've had a lot of cool things that have happened to us, in the last 12 months here, since the last Gen Con. We've actually signed with Reaper, Miniatures. They're actually doing a new paint set for us, which is a Heavy Gear paints, Master Series.
Okay.
36 colors. Everything is matched up. You even have like dual tones of metallics, to have the highlight and all that. That's available, from Reaper and also from us online. And right now we're actually working on a bunch of new books and that. But our big news that we had to announce, like 2 weeks ago, we announced we just signed with StompyBot Productions to actually do a Heavy Gear computer game. So that's in development now, and if you visit our website, you can actually go see StompyBot.com as well. They're going to have new stuff to announce, in the coming weeks, and that's big. Like right now, there's actually billboards in Times Square, and in Las Vegas announcing that the game's in development. The team is all together, some of the key team members that are working on the game, like their last games that they've done, sold hundreds of millions of dollars of games, like they're best sellers, So we're very happy, it's a new company called StompyBot, but the team that they put together is just amazing, and they're a bunch of mecha heads like ourselves, they like giant robots, and you can actually tell by the name of the chose for their company, StompyBot, which is pretty cool.
You also have the new Southern Field Guide coming out.
We have a new Southern Field Guide for the actual Army list for the Southern players in our game. That's going to be coming out this fall, like in October, November. We've already done quite a few miniatures, and if we actually go over to one of the display cases here, we'll actually see some of the stuff. So actually, for the Southern Field Guide, there's a couple of new miniatures we're going to be showing here. You can actually see the new big massive guy here in the center.
Strider.
That is a Drake Gear Strider for the South. And you can see all of its weapon options that it gets. Like right now it's actually got the shield with sword that's sort of sheathed inside, and then also a very heavy autocannon. But you can see it gets like heavy bazookas, and you actually have the rounds, you have rocket packs, you have twin light particle accelerators, twin Gatling laser cannons, heavy grenade launcher, and little spots on each shoulder are going to have little missile plates that you insert, so you can have heavy rockets, light rockets, anti-tank missiles.
And what are these trophies down here? I just noticed.
These are actually, for first place for the painting competition, because we have a Heavy Gear painting competition here at Gen Con this year, and first place for the Heavy Gear Blitz North American Championship, which we're holding on Saturday here.
And we have the Overlord, of course, that beauty.
Yeah, big thing.
Well, what do you play yourself?
When I play, I actually play South, because I like some of the tactics they have, where they'll have large area effect attacks, very very heavy missile packs, and just saturate the area. You also see terrain here, which we actually have a terrain box now that's available.
Oh, so, the whole outpost has one box.
Yeah, so you get this, with all the Badlands outposts, homestead module. It's basically a house in the Badlands. Water tanks, observation tower, water condenser, and then also these are little solar panels. So you get that. It's a nice little set. It's all done in resin. So I'll show you what it actually looks like unpainted up. We use high-grade resin.
You do. I have to say that DreamPod 9 has some of the best resin.
So you'll see the outpost comes in little bags here. You have a little top part that goes on, because you could actually put other stuff on top if you wanted. We've had people take these and actually stick, like the tower on top, and play around with it. You can see some of the things like the little solar panels, or little resin parts as well. Now, very clean.
Is this Heavy Strider? Is he resin as well?
Yeah, he's resin, but he's going to be a combination of resin and metal when he comes out for the official release. Right now, for the pre-release, it's just resin. But some of the things like the guns will probably be in metal. It's things that we find, like the antennas, we found that the resin parts can break off. So in the future we're going to take some of the thinner parts and make them into metal, so if they do fall, they'll just bend, and you bend them back and not go, oh darn, like my sensor antenna broke off.
And also, since Gamma Trade Show, I think the Barnaby has come out. It's a transport vehicle for your gears for the South, right?
Yeah, big Barnaby transport down there.
Do you guys think that you'll ever have the large vehicles that the kind of the layout has been featured in some of the books, like the drop ships and things like that?
The land ships? Not likely, because a land ship, to put it to scale with the miniatures you see here, the Vortex class that everybody's seen on our books before, which is like a big aircraft carrier,
Yes.
would be 6 feet long. It would be 2 feet wide and 1.5 feet tall. If people go and visit our website, like www.dp9.com, there is a funhouse section. In there, one of our fans out in Alberta, Canada, built the Vortex class land ship to scale, and it is humongous. He's got it mounted on a 4x8, sheet of plywood, and you just see here's the miniature beside the land ship, and the land ship is like this tall beside it. And he's even done the inside where you actually see the bays where the gears are, and he's put them double stacked where you'll actually have a gear is there in its bay. There's another gear right on top. This guy deploys, this guy comes down, deploys, and they all go at the back end of the ship, as it's moving, because they can basically deploy when it's on the move.
Sweet. Now, I'm obviously from Craven Games, but you guys have been featured more on Beast of War. They had a Beast of War week.
Yep.
How did that come about?
Well, we saw them when they started up last year. We saw the production quality that they're doing in their videos, presenting people. And we said, okay, let's send them a lot of stuff. Talk to them, and get stuff there shown. Because they're actually also some of their stuff shows on Sky One satellite network. So it's actually some of the weekly features they do end up actually on a satellite television show, which not very many gaming stuff actually makes it onto television, unfortunately, unless it's a computer game. So it's important to us to reach a larger fan base, because we want to do a mass market game. We have now, we've recouped now all of our rights, for computer games, for television series, movies, and all that. So we just licensed out the computer game. But we're also, our intention is to basically get a movie deal again, and where we basically have an incredible story planned, and we want to basically have something that's basically for the older crowd that wants to have some characters die, war happening. Hollywood can always have its little love story thrown in if they want, but it's pure action. You've got to have tough characters and all that. Because in our world, Terra Nova is a deadly place. The little critters kill you. It's not Star Trek universe. Where everybody's going, let's be friends. No. And in Heavy Gear, humanity just never learns to get along. It's a sad fact that we look at, and you see the world today. We can't get along. There's wars happening. And in our world, we never find intelligent life when we go into the universe. Even though it's year 6,000 some, we're still fighting humans against humans. We do explore other worlds. We find alien critters, and fauna and all that. The scientists study them. But you and I, as regular guys, are going, I wonder what it tastes like with barbecue sauce. And we even have a fast food chain on the planet Terra Nova called Weird But Tasty. They sponsor the Heavy Gear Dueling League, which we call
the Arena.
Yeah. So you can even have little decals you put on your gears that are, for Weird But Tasty. And when you're playing them, if you get them as a sponsor, they provide you with what we call a clown gear. It's sort of like a rodeo clown that goes and psychs up the crowd to get reputation for your team. And, well, your opponent can basically stop that reputation by shooting him. So lots of fun things. You can see here we've got a pretty good crew here this year helping us out.
Yep. I see a guy from Texas. We got someone from Las Vegas, and so on. And you guys are, of course, you're from Canada, Montreal?
Yeah, from Montreal.
Okay.
We got our team down from Montreal to run the demos and everything like that. Show off the game. We've got our team down here in the States, representing us. It's the best way to present stuff. You'll see us. We go down and do some other conventions too. If you're in the East Coast, the next thing we'll do will be TempleCon. Down in Rhode Island in the spring, War Store weekend. Everybody's familiar with that now for right around New York City area.
With Neil.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's it's a fun thing. It's good to be a geek. And have fun. Here another 40,000 other geeks. It's always been fun. We've been doing this for years now. And nothing better than having some fun playing some games. Get to travel around. Enjoy yourselves.
Well, great. Thank you, Robert.
Okay. Well, have a nice day.